We're on the afternoon break of day 18 of the Undercover Police Inquiry, Tranche 3, Phase 1. We've been listening to more of the live evidence of Karen Doyle from Movement for Justice. I'm joined by Emily Apple. Emily, what have you made of what you've heard?
Well, it's been incredible listening to the testimony today. And I think it's that manipulation of our movements by the SDS of trying to say that there's something that they're not. And all the reports around entryism and how just we're trying to manipulate the family justice campaigns. And Karen's response was so emotional and so poignant and so important. It's like not what we are doing. It's not what we're about. It's a manipulation and it's a justification for these units to carry on spying on us, carrying on doing what they were doing and undermining the solidarity that different groups build up together, because it's that solidarity that keeps us strong. And it's that solidarity that they are constantly undermining.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was really impassioned a statement she gave there at that point. I think it was really good that it wasn't just the STS reports, but also it manifests itself in the apology that we've had from the police, where they've told the family justice campaigns that they were collateral intrusion because it was actually those dangerous, violent extremists in Movement for Justice they were after. And what a nonsense this is. And I mean, she went through, I mean, it felt like she was doing it repeatedly over and over. I mean, she was to a certain extent, but it was just constant of having to say, no, look, we did public meetings, we went to consultations, we built protests, we did street stalls, we were doing marches. The idea that they were involved in some sort of vigilante justice, as is claimed by these reports, is just that's a nonsense. And yeah, I mean, I think her. You know, there was one bit where it said they were planning on disrupting the public inquiry, and she's like, "Why on earth would you do that? It's just a ridiculous. Like, this was the thing we were trying to encourage. We were trying to like shine some extra spotlight on. You know, it very frustrating. I mean, like, she got very frustrated by the questioning. I was getting very frustrated by the questioning.
It was very frustrating.
Yeah,
but I think she handled it so well.
Yeah.
And I think that sort of integrity, you know, and that's what happens with all our witnesses, is that integrity just shines through every single time. And I think the other point that she was so clear on is what the police are calling public disorder, and talking about the fact that, yes, people are angry with the police. People are justifiably angry with the police. That does not equate to public disorder. And to sort of start drawing those lines, because it is absolutely ridiculous the way some of this is being presented and what threat is being presented.
I mean, these reports would give you the idea that everybody thought the police were wonderful, and then Move for Justice came along, and then like, oh, suddenly all the black people in Brixton don't like the police. Otherwise, they think we were great. I mean, it's farcical. The idea that somehow that it was the Movement for Justice that whipped up the crowd to be angry with the 5 accused when they appeared at the Stephen Lawrence inquiry, as if people weren't already angry with them for what they did and for their behaviour on the way in. I mean, you know, just really basic stuff.
And I think this point that's sort of come across throughout the sort of evidence in the last sort of week or so, of the underlying racism, of saying that these family justice campaigners on their own weren't angry, didn't have that autonomous decision making, that these movements could somehow like weasel their way in and influence people. And it is utterly racist and it is utterly insulting. And it is so, you know, it just shows that systemic racism that just exists throughout that reporting and everything that they did.
Oh, I think I've just been told things are restarting. I better go back in. Thanks for joining us. We'll do another one at the end. Cheers for now.
Bye.
Ooh.